Oh my god. Sexual cannibalism. Male redback spiders are willing participants in sexual cannibalism. Awesome. So I think that should exist. I'm pretty sure that does exist.
Okay, so
in Germany?
Yeah, so the cannibalism thing, I don't know if it works out. But the idea of eating like rotten meat is very appealing.
Exactly. You don't run out of stuff. You don't have to be like, oh my god, I can't make a salad.
You're like, you don't even have to cook steaks. You just eat raw meat. You just like...
No. There's a difference between raw meat and dead meat.
Well, that's the same. Wait, what? Wait a minute.
Raw meat is uncooked. Dead meat, you get all the... It's like somebody just died and it's there. It's different.
No.
It is.
Well, you wouldn't even have to butcher steaks or anything.
They're
you
still
just get
cooked.
The whole thing.
They're still cooked by their body temperature.
Gil, what are you talking about? Animals die at a body temperature.
Yeah, but then they lose their body temperature as they go through the process.
Gil, they lose their body temperature from cooling off.
No, it's safer to eat a dead body that just died than one like 10 days later.
Gil, you discuss
facts.
No. So yeah, I want to do it. I want to do it. I'll do it. I'll start.
Nico and Guigo show starring Guigo and Nico.
Timba.
Hey, Timba! Hey, Timba! How you doing? He's doing well. Hey, Nico, I snuck this up on you, you little bitch. Oh! I got 2 questions for you. Last time I was doing random question and answers on this shit. And guess what? Here's a question for you that I told our fans that I would ask you. Do frogs have ears?
They have those like
what?
I think they have those holes in their heads.
That's what I said.
Which have I think that it's not like the same necessarily as humans because I mean a lot of animals like in different animal kingdoms have different ways to sense the environment. But I'd imagine they have some way to have an auditory sense. So they would have to, I don't know if it hears in our sense, like our kind of ears. We have like primates and other animals like us or mammals in general. We got these ears that like protrude like elephants. Hashtag big O's, big boys, thick boys in the savannah. So those, yeah. Who shops at the XL?
Ouch.
So yeah.
Anything else? Okay. And the second one. Why is vanilla ice cream white when vanilla extract is brown?
Well, vanilla ice is white.
Well, I think vanilla extract is brown.
Vanilla ice. Like
ice cream.
Yeah. So
Why is vanilla ice cream white?
Well, because of obvious reasons. The flour that the vanilla extract comes from is white.
Would we get sued if I just start going?
Darn it! There we go.
Gotta stop this.
No, we already sued, dude. What the hell? I got a text already. It's over.
All right, so those were our 2 questions.
So, hey, whoa, they're shutting us down.
So those are the 2 questions that I was here to ask you. Okay, so it's your topic.
Okay.
So what the fuck you want to do?
Today, we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic, and it's very interesting you would ask that question about frogs, because today we'll be talking about animals. But not just about animals. So animals have unique features that humans lack that are adaptations for them to survive in their environments. But how would those adaptations end up affecting humans? So, to start it off, we're going to be looking at the platypus. Everybody knows the platypus is a very interesting animal. So, they have spines, poison spines. I believe it's just the female that they have poison spines that they use if threatened, essentially. So I wondered how this would affect human-to-human relations, especially in business conversations. So you notice how, like, in assassination movies, they show them, like, having little poison dots on their hands? Mm-hmm. You see?
Like Oz.
It would allow people to have that same functionality. It wouldn't be reserved for the top secret. It would be like, Nancy's cooking a steak, cooking the cookies for the bake sale, but you already said you were gonna cook
She's cooking the steak
Yeah.
for the bake sale.
I was thinking about Outback Steakhouse, but then I was like, you know what? No, cooking the cookies. But like, you're like, I already booked the cookies, Nancy. How the hell could you do this to me? You're embarrassing me in front of all the other moms, and this is horrible. So then you drop that at the next PTA meeting. You go in for that handshake. Boom, dead, easy. So now you're the queen of the soccer moms.
Are you sure they wouldn't just like set up a system for that?
People wear gloves.
Justice system.
See, here's the thing, though. Would it be? But I don't think I'm trying to say this is like
you
all
have bare
people.
hands to kill people.
I don't think this is all people. This is like if you're splicing into people. So like mutants and X-Men. See, those select few. If you keep it discreet, no one would know. And then all of a sudden, you got like these. See, that's something with X-Men they don't bring up. Like some of those fit powers are like, would you really know that they exist? Like if somebody turns invisible, would you even know if they're able to conceal that?
If you could pretend like move your body. No. What does Mystique do? How would you change her body?
Change your. Well, she's blue as hell.
Yeah, but then you could just be somebody else the whole time.
Yeah, but when did she learn to cover up her power?
Oh, because
I prefer the real you. I mean the real you.
Yes, with Hoyt. What's his name?
What? Hoyt? The guy who also was in
Nicholas Holt.
What do you mean?
Shout out. Oh, he's Beast in First
No,
Class.
the one who said I prefer the real you, that was Magneto.
That wasn't
Yeah, it's a meme. He's got a turtleneck.
Mikkel Fassbender.
Yeah.
Married to
Also known as the assassin. Yeah.
All right. So
Vikander.
the plumed. Oh, that's like the Oz. That's like a part in Oz.
Okay, so you're just gonna go off my platypus thing? You're not even gonna let me finish?
Yes. So in Oz, there's a scene where I don't remember his name. The big black guy, who's really cool. Abadawa.
Abigisi?
Abigisi.
Racist.
How did you know that?
Because I respect all races equally.
Hey, Saeed.
I remember all names of all people.
I don't remember.
You didn't remember
Keller.
Oh, white people.
Schillinger. Batista.
Vernon Schillinger.
Oh, I don't remember Batista in Oz, but I remember Batista. Does that make sense?
David Batista?
No,
Yeah.
not Dave Batista. No, from Dexter.
Yeah.
His first name was David?
I think it was.
Oh. Anyway.
Research.
Doom, 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 bah.
That doesn't mean stop the
So
show.
yeah, so Abigisi, right? He wants to take revenge on somebody, so he goes to the ward where everybody has AIDS, and he gets some infected blood, and he's walking next to a guy.
Oh, it's Angel. Yeah, Dave is the real man.
Dave Batista is the guy who.
But it's spelled differently.
Are too fast. Shout out. Who's the actor?
David Zayas.
David Zayas.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't assume
gender.
He's Puerto Rican, so I imagine it'd be some
Spanish.
One of those more fanciful pronunciations than
with a flair
than Dexter Morgan or Michael C. Hall or Jennifer Carpenter. Desmond Harrington. No, that has a little bit of flair. It's like Desmond Harrington.
Who's that? Desmond. Is that
that was Quinn.
Quinn, yeah.
Quentin Tarantino.
What? So
shout out.
Yeah, so he's walking by a guy and he just pokes him and infects him. And the guy's like, "Hey, you just poke me?" And he's like, and he pulls up his comb and he's like, "Sorry," or something like that.
And he's like, "You got the AIDS," and it was over.
Anyway, gotcha. So, yeah, Nico, continue on with the spikes.
No, I was done. I just didn't.
Okay.
You didn't know I was done.
Why'd you say spines?
Spines, because they're like spines. What do you think they're
spines? I thought spines.
Literal like back spines that you rip out of your enemies.
Chiropractic, yes.
You ever see Scorpion from Michael Mortal Kombat? That's what I intended.
Fatality.
I think that's copyrighted.
All right.
I wonder if it is. I've seen it in like people use that on YouTube sometimes. I wonder one day. Actually, low key thing. I just want to cut in there before you thing. Have you heard about YouTube doing more? Apparently, they're banning channels that Twitch plug. So like if they say if they put a thing on there saying, "Oh, I'm streaming on Twitch currently," then they have had channels getting banned for that.
Oh Jesus!
So I've seen like there are YouTubers who are like trying to work around this, figure out ways. It's really difficult though, because I mean, if you have a really big YouTube follow base, it's hard to get them transitioned without like telling that YouTube follow base. But yeah, YouTube. That's how
you just come up with codes.
And the funny thing is people are blaming YouTube, but YouTube's owned by Google now. So and Google's that kind of evil corporation
that owns all the information in the world. Hey, actually, fuck Google. Check out the site.
Check out Amazon.
Deeper Web. It's powered by Google, but it's not Google, and it does cooler stuff. Okay, so shout out. Eagles have great eyesight. Should we have great eyesight like the Eagles?
Well, I don't know if they can read words. But
Nico, would you give up reading words to see however? Oh, would it like?
I don't even know how to read.
Would it?
It's not giving up anything. I'm just going straight into it.
Does it scale? Eagles are smaller, right? So if we had their eyes, would it scale?
Would it be like old Western movies where like you have to make a cawing noise and then like all of a sudden your like eyes squint and you can see like 10 miles further? It's like the din din din.
Sound
it's
is
like
the eagle?
And it's like you like eyes squint and you're like I can see 10 miles further. Dude, wait, and does it? You didn't really specify. They have really good eyesight, but they can also like see like fish. And so like, does that mean like all of a sudden I'm walking by like a river and like I'll be like talking in person and then like all of a sudden I like lock on to like a fish like 4 miles away and I'm just like, and this person's like, "What are you doing?" It's like
you can control yourself. You don't lose the rest of your functions. Okay, you just.
Also,
they can't.
You know how much headache?
That's like me and cops.
You would have.
Right? If I'm driving, I'm like an eagle when it comes to cops. You apparently are for Tesla, but I am shout out.
And how would you feel like if you're in a classroom and you're like looking at the board and you're trying to like you're like backing up like you're like I can't exactly. I'm like I can see like the atoms.
There's no adjustable.
Your eyes are like microscopes.
Well, microscopes you would like just turn the dial.
Yeah, but they're like microscopes, but they're not exactly microscopes. You freaking nerd.
Okay.
You would.
Are these eagle sounds? Let me see. Dun dun dun. Why won't my computer play eagle sounds? I thought this was an American computer. Can you guys hear that?
I can. Let me see. Let's be very quiet. I'll see. I don't know. I don't know if it's going for.
Yeah, that's probably just a couple seconds of silence.
60 minutes of eagle sounds. So yeah, I think it would be interesting, but I mean, you'd probably be able to read. I mean, they don't just like it's not like a zoom in at all times, but it would be interesting to have. It would change some things up because it would allow for some weird things and like sports and other like. Sports would be some insane shit. People would be able to see so clearly. They'd be like locking on to people. It'd be amazing.
Or what's that one in the Winter Olympics where you stop and shoot?
Oh, the one in skiing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. That's so fun to watch. I don't remember what it's called though. It's like skiboring or whatever.
Skiboring. Shooting, skiing. Skiboring.
Skiing and shooting.
All right. Do you want to come up with some weird thing that animals do?
Okay. Oh, it's called Biathlon? Okay, well, that's lame.
No, it's called Skiboring.
It's called Skiboring.
We're changing it. We're going to contact the Winter Olympics. Who would you contact for the Winter Olympics?
I'll contact them.
I'll call out their name. Shout out.
I'll talk today.
Guys, if anybody's listening to this and you have some connection to the top guys in or girls, we don't assume gender, in the Winter Olympics.
We will. Okay, so for my next animal, you said eagle. I will be going for the peregrine falcon. Now, peregrine falcons achieve this top speed by flying in the air, okay? It's not exactly like the same as what he would. But the idea is that if he could actually achieve a 240 mile per hour top speed naturally, like running or some shit. Like I know it would be some weird physics. Like it would have to be a lot of changes to like how the body is, but if humans could achieve that, say running, like that's a top sprint there.
Right.
That would change a lot of society up.
Yeah, it definitely.
Elon Musk could be useless.
No. See, this
or
is
his hyperloop would be a
things would advance accordingly.
Everything would be at 240.
Yeah, exactly. We'd have cars that just go really faster.
Would there be people accidents at 240 miles per hour collide? Oh my god! Imagine hitting a bug at that speed, just like your eye just like gets knocked out the back of your head. You're like,
or imagine hitting the Falcon going at you.
I think the Falcon would. I don't know who'd win. Depends where you hit it. If it hits like you in the chest, maybe
you have a bigger mass, right?
But if it's your head, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Because of the physics.
Let's sum it up.
Because of the
physics,
the biomechanics, I think. Because the neck it bends back, and by that the bird could slide off. Yeah. I think you would die. I think the people would die.
Okay, not me.
You would die explicitly.
I think you would die.
You listening, you're strong enough to survive, but this guy,
Guigo, will not survive going how much? 240.
240 miles.
Getting hit by a Falcon, going the opposite direction.
Yeah, you would have to. It would change some things up. Like
Usain Bolt.
There would
be the fastest.
He'd be a slow ass bitch.
No, he would get the power and go just as fast.
Or would he go faster?
Exactly. It would scale. Again, it would scale.
Average top speed is like something like 17.
Although, there's a difference between like if we had it, we'd have to reimagine our world if we all had it for the longest time, right? But if we just started having it, dude, we could just give up cars. I wouldn't have to move to like.
Or would cars go even fast? You wouldn't need cars though. I think at that point, like a car going 240 miles per hour, I don't trust more than one person to be on that road. People crash cars at 10 miles per hour. Like imagine at that speed, people die.
Well, that's why you need automated. Yeah,
but what about before automation?
Yeah.
The 1960s were a dark time. Everybody died. There was a 9 in 10 chance that when you got on the road, you died. You couldn't cross. I mean, you could cross the road, but if cars were going like 300 miles per hour or some shit, you'd have to be like, go. You see, that's top sprint too. That's not saying that you go that speed all the time. So like, you just like sprinting. You'd have to eat a lot more too, because the human body.
No, I just thought
it's a lot of sacrifice.
You know the question, why does the chicken cross the road? That is such a rude question. It implies that the chicken has the same thought processes of us. It's like asking a baby, like, why can't you tell that my face has not disappeared? Right? Isn't that weird? Like, why would you ask that of a baby? Yeah. True. All right, so do you want to keep going?
No,
with the
I think we got that. We really went in depth on that one. So everybody, you guys, think about it yourselves, but
yes,
I think it'd be great.
Don't crash into people with your own body.
Or do it. Murder somebody. Jet ramming in Battlefield.
So the dung beetle, the shit beetle. So what?
I already grabbed people's shit.
It rolls into a ball, and
can withstand.
World renowned. Their ability to roll a ball of excrement across great distance. Oh, I misread that. I thought they could roll into a ball and then like.
Okay, so we're going on the ability to roll excrement great distances. I think technically speaking, my excrement rolling is already world record breaking, but I don't personally feel like it has to get any better. I think it's perfectly fine at the status.
You got to build that skill.
I don't think that's a skill that you'd want.
It's kind of like collecting water, like
but
long
it's not
way
really. It's not. You can't roll water. You just rolling
You can't
shit.
keep yourself close to the toilet, but you have your field over here. So you have to.
It would expand you would have to have the porta potty in the building so close together. But doesn't mean that poops change. So it doesn't mean that it's easier to roll. It doesn't mean that it's easier to put poop together to roll. Because they don't roll their own poop. They roll other animals' poop. So what are we You'd be collecting horse shit.
Oh, yeah, but what about those, like, patties? Right? Those, like, poop patties that are made by cows. So you lift those up once they dry and just...
But what's the use case?
No, because you got to get the shit from here to there.
Yeah,
You could carry it, but that's a
can
lot
do
of weight.
without that skill. I think I can do
Okay, so
without
this
it.
is not the skill from the dung beetle, but what about your ability to roll into a ball and roll around?
Like a roly-poly?
Yeah, like
Alright, what is it called? A millipede?
millipede.
No, what's a roly-poly's real name? Oh, pillbug?
Steve.
Pillbug. Steve. It's John. Well, and it was called Dave. I feel like that's like the most murdered animal around by like if they're around like an elementary school, because like elementary kids pick up those shits and like
What about really? I thought like fucking ants.
what, you pick up an ant?
No, you just step on them.
What? Have you ever actually tried to step on an ant? They just like move away because they finesse you.
They finesse. It's an
I hate
arma
Just telling you.
armadillo day.
Pillbug name?
Yeah,
No,
armadillo.
no, I don't mean the scientific name.
An isopod crustacean of the family Armadillidae.
It's Armadillo Day. Armadillo Day.
Armadillidae.
It's Armadillo Day.
Armadillidae. Okay, so
Oh, it's an isopod, which is like, you know, like ever see those sea isopod? So like the sea version, like you ever seen like the like those pictures of, like the version that's like massive and comes from the ocean?
right.
Those shits are creepy.
Those shits are creepy.
And I would love if I could have that power to roll into a ball. First of all, social events, perfect skill. This guy's annoying you. You're just like, oh.
Hi.
It's kind of like a turtle shell, but even more effective because there's none of the holes.
like a
They literally, and then you just like roll away, and they're like, interview not going right. You just roll away.
You can walk away, Nico. You can have the responsibility of just.
Yeah, but they could hit you. See, in the ball, you got the armored shell because I assume you'd get the armor.
And they're freaking out so much that you assume they have. What is this, like Iron Man?
You just roll away, and I mean, freaking terrorist attacks. If everybody notices on time, roll. And they're like, explosion try to kill you, but you got the armor on your back. You're safe. I mean, I mean, I don't see a use case where rolling into a ball is not an effective thing. It is not something that'd be useful. Is it something that should be evolved before other things? Probably not. But
probably not. But who knows, right?
But who knows? Maybe this is the future.
Okay, your turn to say something.
Okay, so I know this is probably a thing that most people even do already, but did you know oysters can change their gender? So imagine, and this comes with a two-part, okay? Because they can also produce pearls. So would you want the ability to produce pearls as well as changing your gender? And you can change it back. So, interesting thing. People do this already all the time, but they're just, joshing. See, this is real. This stuff is like, you just like go from, being a dude, to being a total broad, to just being like a total broad.
Dude being total broad.
So you get a lot of changes there. And here's the thing.
Right.
Maybe as a guy, you're not the best looking guy. But there's a chance that you're a better looking girl. But what if you're a worse looking girl? Life over. Oh wait, turn back.
Oh.
It's got all the advantage for you.
Advantageous.
Advantages.
There you go.
But and then you also have your money making thing, even though you wouldn't really make money. See, that's the only problem I think. If people can make pearls, it wouldn't be as expensive.
No. But exactly.
And people would have slaves for that shit. You know that like people would like if it was a mutant thing, people would trap people in like their basements in like the freaking
pearls.
Louisiana swamps, and there'd be
a fucking chicken farm kind of thing.
I mean, it actually kind of reminds me, since those are like part of the oyster, like it's made by them. It kind of reminds me of this like thing from Dead by Daylight. There's like one of the killers is like their story is nasty. It's like they were like they got lost in the swamp in the bayou, and they got like held, and those people are like chopping off limbs of people and chopping off skin. But then she like held on and she like murdered them all and ate them all. Nasty stuff. So like that's what I imagine would happen with this. I hate to give those images in your heads, but this is what happened. This is the world.
The images I like to.
So maybe forego the pearls, but the gender changing thing. That would be it would really change, I think, a lot of like sexual, like, are you heterosexual, are you bisexual, are you homosexual?
Doesn't matter.
Like, does it? But like, it would be weird because like one day you're like, oh man, I'm dating this cool chick, and
am I
day
gay or straight?
and another day she's a guy, and you're like, you know what? I'm changing to a girl, and then it's like this back and forth. I don't know if I want to be part of that, but it'd be interesting. It would add a lot of dynamic.
I would fuck with people. I would pretend to...
I would pretend to be a guy when I'm a girl, but then I would switch when they find out.
No, that's catfishing. Why is it called catfishing? It should be called
oystering.
Oyster.
Well, no, it's not necessarily being a guy and doing that to another person and like acting like a girl. It's just the act of like, it's like getting pictures of somebody else and just putting it there.
No, sometimes it's straight up.
No, it doesn't matter. But
like
but it doesn't matter. What do you mean it's straight?
Yes,
it's images, Guigo. Did you not read the Manti Te'o playbook?
There's a playbook on this shit.
No, that guy got scammed hardcore. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's doing better now, I think. He got drafted in the NFL, so he's...
Shut up.
Yeah, so it says lure someone into a relationship by means of a fictional online persona. So it doesn't mean to be like...
Oh, that's bullshit. But anyway.
Gives catfish a bad name. Those
Oystering is a whole different thing.
Honestly, I know most people don't think catfish look cute, but to me, they look like the most like derpiest animals. I think they look hilarious. Like they got the massive mouth and like just the weirdest face. Just like...
Nobody can see what you're doing. He is making his best catfish impression.
Tumor-ridden catfish? Please no.
So hippopotamuses save a ton of money on sunscreen because they secrete this red substance that resembles sweat, and it cools them down. And it's like kind of like sunscreen just like oozes out of it. Would it be great if your sweat was actually sunscreen? You going out, you get hot, sweat comes down, and you're protected. That's like the first thing we've said that actually has a good benefit.
Poison spines. I don't see
murder. You can murder people with
or
knives.
I mean the peregrine falcon, the speed, it'd be useful.
Yeah, but then you crash. What's wrong with this one? Sweat that is sunscreen. That's just perfect. Oh, what was I thinking about the oysters? All right, keep going. No, never mind.
So is that really that's it? It's just sunscreen?
It's just
it'd be cool. It'd be interesting. It would destroy a lot of jobs.
That's true. There you go.
Fuck sunscreen companies.
Yeah, it's competition. This is capitalism, right? You become a mutant. You
don't
secrete sunscreen, and fucking sunscreen jobs go away. But you go get another job.
Now, does it smell? Does it? If it excretes, it probably smells like sweat.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I have a problem with the smell of human beings. You know what, people? I declare that we should stop being so like icky about the things that are normal about people.
Well, on that note, that actually segues into mine. I use a shortened word. I'm already a shortened version. Segues into mine. Where I was thinking, fire ants, when they go into water, they're able to band together with other fire ants to create a raft that can prevent any water getting through it to float for miles. So I was thinking this use case as humans would be it would help for a lot of these like, crashes and things, but it would also mean that we could bond together with other humans to create such massive groups of people.
No, but you see what I was saying before. Right? Somebody be like, you smell bad.
And then you drop them off and they trap.
No.
Trapped.
No, the person goes, and then the whole thing comes apart because they're in the middle.
No, they let them go. It doesn't, Guigo, one hit dying doesn't hurt the thing. You just let them go. Back in, grabbed.
Nico, how do you pull them out?
They're dead, yeah.
Yeah.
They die. They
There's
drown.
a kink in your...
This whole raft, they die. This is the Hunger Games.
But seriously, the smell thing, I'm sticking to this topic. It's really bad. Like, if people are mating. Like, people are trying to look for their mate.
Trying to bang.
Like, a gal is, like, on birth control. It will change their smell of their body. And then, what is it? Then both of them, right, have, like, what's it called? Deodorant. Like, really strong deodorant on. And then they can't smell each other. They have a baby. and then it turns out that they're stuck in a situation when their personalities aren't so great because they didn't find each other through, the natural way of.
I disagree.
I disagree with you.
Because what if you just always wear the cologne? Never.
That is your personality.
That is my smell. So, I mean, if you wanted to use your turn for that again, I guess that's what it is.
That's not my turn. No. You cut me off when I was saying it earlier. All right.
Because you were going around a mile on smell. That's why we're talking about animals.
Yeah, buddy.
What, you want to have an animal with no nose?
You could go.
No.
I'm going to read this shit.
No, you go.
Okay.
You go. Don't read it out to people, though. Give us already the information you know.
Oh, the information I know. Jet propulsion. Because I'm a fucking octopus. Right?
Wait,
so,
that's of all the things you get from an octopus,
from
an octopus, you would say jet propulsion. That's what you want from an octopus.
Yeah. What else? What do you want?
Not
suction
the camouflage?
Suction cups.
The ability to change my goddamn color?
I would use a chameleon.
To match my environment? What? You would use a chameleon. Have you seen how effective they can change their shape? You're retarded.
You're mean. Yeah, so jet propulsion.
And I mean that in the sense that your brain is stupid because you're normal and you don't act like it.
Jesus.
And I want you to think about this next time you bring up this octopus dumbass jet propulsion.
All right, fine. Suction cups. Fuck your thing, but fuck my thing too. Suction cups.
What would jet propulsion be useful? Doesn't that have to be in water?
No, yeah, but do you not swim? No, you don't, do you?
I float.
You fuck. You don't swim.
I float.
I can swim like a fish. Like a fat fish, but
like a big ass tuna.
Like a big ass bass fish.
Just slapping around.
But yeah.
Yeah, after all that. But yeah.
I can propulsion. Right?
I don't want it.
You just you put your legs together and then you fart at the same time. So
wait, wouldn't my legs need to be able to bend like an octopus's tentacles? So I would just be in the water no bones, jelly.
Yes, exactly.
I don't want it.
When you go into water, your bones can change shape.
See, and then you could have the camouflage and be 10 times better.
What if your body could change to the situation?
No.
Timbo, why'd you fall?
I say no to that idea.
Timbo fell off his bed. But he didn't move.
You say fall, I say lay down.
So wait, what was I saying? Oh, this ADHD thing.
This ADHD.
No. So let's say you want to jump really high. You're running up to the basketball hoop, and then suddenly, right, because the situation calls for it, your muscle gets really big and strong, and then. Right? Well, I guess it would be great to just have it all the time, but the idea is that you can just adapt. Well, why are you being so mean and giving me the silent treatment?
I just don't think the jet propulsion idea. I don't like it.
All right, suction cups.
I don't want to mean
suction cups.
Oh, what the fuck would I use a suction cup? I got these hands.
I can't do it.
Side of the mouth. Tried his best.
For you people out there, can you do it?
I don't like to finger my mouth.
You don't? You don't like sticking your finger in your mouth? Okay.
You disgusting. Moving on to a better animal.
This is what it's like. Okay, go.
I totally forgot. What was I thinking of? Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. So, you know how vultures are able to eat rotten and decrepit meat? Well, what if we were able to do that?
Yeah, we would. The vegans would die again.
And then guess what? Meal right there. We wouldn't have.
Yeah. Whoa, dude! What if we could be cannibals?
We wouldn't have funerals. It would just be us eating these meats.
Nico, we didn't say you suddenly.
Vultures are cannibals.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if that's true.
Are they? Are vultures cannibals? Siri. Shout out, even though I don't have it.
Doesn't even.
Cannibals. Cannibals. Are vultures cannibalistic? Oh, this guy has a whole story. Can you just give me a yes or no?
No.
There's a turkey vulture. Did you know that there's a turkey vulture? Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Turkey vulture?
Yeah, I've heard it before.
Oh my god. Sexual cannibalism. Male redback spiders are willing participants in sexual cannibalism. Awesome. So I think that should exist. I'm pretty sure that does exist.
Okay, so
in Germany?
Yeah, so the cannibalism thing, I don't know if it works out, but the idea of eating like rotten meat is very appealing.
Exactly. You don't run out of stuff. You don't have to be like, oh my god, I can't make a salad.
You're like you don't even have to cook steaks. You just eat raw meat. You just like
no. There's a difference between raw meat and dead meat.
Well, that's the same. Wait, what? Wait a minute.
Raw meat is uncooked. Dead meat, you get all the. It's like somebody just died and it's there. It's different.
No,
it is.
Well, you wouldn't even have to butcher steaks or anything.
They're still
just get
cooked.
The whole thing.
They're still cooked by their body temperature.
Gil, what are you talking about? Animals die at a body temperature.
Yeah, but then they lose their body temperature as they go through the process.
Gil, they lose their body temperature from cooling off.
No, it's safer to eat a dead body that just died than one like 10 days later.
Gil, you discuss
facts.
No. So yeah, I want to do it. I want it now.
I want to do it.
I'll do it. I'll start.
Ooh, rotate your head 360 degrees like the Sayu Island tarsier.
Not.
They're on the critically endangered status list, so please do not.
I don't know if I want to do it then, because maybe I'll get critically endangered.
You are already.
If I do that, somebody wants to hunt me down and just fucking murder me. Because what, you bend your head that way? Sounds pretty good. But I could see a use case. I mean, moms already do this, you know.
What?
Yeah, moms have been able to see at the back of their head since the day they were born. I mean, that's just how it is.
No, they have a sixth sense. It's kind of like a spidey sense.
Then why would you need this?
No, fathers have that.
Why would you need to turn your head around?
Like when you sneak out and then you come back home. Oh, you never sneaked out, huh?
You snuck out?
Oh, yeah. Because look, your face right now, you're just like, what? Like, I didn't sneak out. I was a good kid.
You just walk out the fucking front door.
Me?
If you have trust.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Like Guigo is going to get trust from his... Okay.
If people trust you, they don't think, oh, he's sneaking out. They're like, oh, he's going to go out.
Yeah, but then you can't do things that aren't trustworthy. It's a give and not take. No, it's a take and not give. So...
Uncultured people be like...
Yeah, so fathers, like, they'll be sleeping on the couch and then suddenly, you're grounded. Without even waking up.
I don't believe that ever happened.
No, it didn't. I never got caught.
You never
Seattle
Island
tarsier. Well, my sneaking out was more like saying I'm going this place, but then going to another
sneaking
place.
Out.
It is. It's sneaking out of the place I should be.
Oh my god. Fucking
it makes sense.
Dummies. Big bonobos over here.
How dare you?
I called you, but that's an insult to bonobos.
Yeah, it is.
That's
why I said, how dare you? So, 360 degrees. Awesome. Yeah. Ooh. And their brains outweigh their body. No. Their eyes outweigh their brain.
That's already how it is. 3.
Your eyes are bigger than your brain. I could see that.
Just a bunch of tumors in my eyes.
Jesus.
That's why I can't see. That's why I'm blind as that.
What was that? The Popeye thing? So Popeye.
Yeah, Popeye's got like crap tons of tumors. I mean, you don't get that kind of body type.
All right, next. I wish I was assassin.
So you know like how mountain goats are like able to like climb freaking mountains like super athletically?
Yes.
What if humans could do that too?
They can.
No, they can't.
Have you ever heard of the Alex guy? What's his name?
No, but see, they're programmed from birth to do it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So like, imagine if like you were like your like 12-year-old self, or like your 5. Well, that's what you are now. But your 5-year-old self was able to just like immediately. Mountain goats look so cute.
Alex Honnold.
Don't hunt mountain goats.
Okay.
They're friendly.
Shout out.
Actually, yeah. I don't know if they're friendly. But
they're endangered?
No.
Oh, okay.
What did you just say? There's a lot of pictures of people hunting mountain goats, and I'm like,
why?
Not a fan. But
guys, if you're gonna hunt the animals who need to die, like
humans.
Yeah, the most dangerous game. Oh my god, I get it now. Okay. So
just look at these fucking. Well, I'm not gonna turn it.
Yes, people, look at this. Look what's on his computer.
Dude, it's like literally like I think people have probably seen this. A lot of people have seen this picture before. I've seen it before, but it's like a literal like this goat.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's those goats. It's the goats that like lick the salt off the mountain, dude. Those goats are like it's like straight.
And they fight each other
like badasses.
Yeah, the most badass animals around. Fucking climb up mountains like that.
And then fight.
Is it mountains or just like straight up
cliffs?
Cliffs.
Yeah, I think they're literally. Yeah, this is a literal.
Ooh, I wonder if
you're not gonna be able to see this, but this is like the cliff side is essentially like straight down. And it's just like I don't even know what he's standing on, or she.
It's almost like it was photoshopped in there, but it wasn't.
But it wasn't. It is just standing there. So I want that ability.
I wonder if we could learn things from animals. I know we're talking about like the traits we inherit or something, but what if like we study how they do it and then like adapt our body through technology and stuff to be able to do the same kind of movement?
I mean, I don't know what technology. I personally like the thing is that it's not like a human. Like if you see like humans climb, they're climbing with like their hands are grabbing their feet there, but these are like standing like sideways. Like how does this like?
It's Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible 2, just like
how the hell are you supposed to hold on to a straight cliffside when you're like like a freaking without? They're not even sticky feet. They're just like on the wall. I swear.
They're channeling their chakras through their feet.
Racist.
That's not racist.
You assume their religion?
That's Naruto.
Naruto. Instant transmission jutsu.
Don't try.
It's so funny how they say like a thing and it's just jutsu. Water technique.
Jujitsu.
It's just
ninjutsu. But jutsu means something, right?
Jutsu?
Like, no, but let's make football helmets. Let's look at how these goats, right? Their heads are formed.
I mean, jutsu just means technique, method, or spell.
Okay, see?
So, yeah, but so I mean, it's still no, but it's still like I mean, isn't it like a little bit weird to shout out instant transmission technique? Like,
it's not.
Or even to shout out. First of all, it makes no sense to shout out your move at all.
Yeah.
Fucking Dragon Ball's coming. Like.
Because you're establishing in your own self. And the other people aren't pussies, so they take it, kind of. They're like, yeah, I see you calling your move. Hit me.
Hit me.
No, what was I going to say? So...
helmets.
Yeah, so... No. Mountain goats, right? Let's study how their skulls and their horns are and adapt those things onto... football helmets.
Well, the problem with football helmets isn't necessarily like the helmet themselves. It's like the fact that the brain is sitting in a fluid bath.
Oh, it's the brain's fault.
Yeah, essentially, like you can't like you'd have to get a helmet that literally like it's like it's impossible. I don't even know if it would have to be able to stop the force. Like you'd have to hit something and immediately like it would have to be able.
Wakanda.
I don't even know.
What are those things called?
I don't even think even that. I don't because you're still moving. It's the inertia. If you stop your head, it would have to stop impacts at the same speed it takes for you to slow down.
Could it like impact a spot and then the impact like channels out to the edge?
Well, the problem isn't the impact itself. It's the fact that your brain. It's when the impact stops you and your brain continues moving and hits the side of your head.
Do you think with the whole? Do you agree with the whole thing with like if you take away the helmet, they'll play safer?
Yeah, but then they'll play like bitches. I want to see high impact.
Oh, what about we just have high impact just moves?
Why don't we just have them sign contracts that say they'll probably be dead at the next fight?
Like, sign contracts ahead of time. No. Like, let's say let's just get two people sprint at each other and like those things people do with those balls.
I'm still on this.
Nico's still looking at it.
How the hell are they standing on the freaking wall?
Figure it out. Is it mystery or somebody's explained it?
No, I think they're standing on something.
You think there's an explanation?
No, they're just floating.
It's the chakras.
They've learned how to float near walls. It's really that's the reason.
It's like elevators.
Pretty impressive.
Invisible elevators. What was I gonna say?
Instant transmission.
Oh, maybe it's their fur. Can their fur like sticky? Fur
Stick.
Can their fur sticky?
I do not know. I am not a mathematician.
Oh, what was I about to say? Fuck.
Hate to see it. Ripperoni. Ripperoni, pepperoni.
I don't know what else is there.
I don't know what I've been told. Big ass trunk like an elephant.
Oh.
Would you want an elephant trunk?
No.
You could grab things. It's like an arm, but like longer.
I just have. I would like an arm.
But would you want? Wait, what if you had tusks?
That would be cool.
Would people hunt me?
I'd rather want horns.
Would people hunt me for my tusks?
I'd rather want horns. Like, yeah. Fucking bulls.
I think I'd rather have tusks like boars.
Bulls on parade.
No, if I had tusks, I mean, it would be really nice if everybody had tusks, because that would mean that no one would hunt me for my ivory tusks, because we know people would do that shit. They would hunt people down for that. They already do that for elephants. You think humans are different? But, yeah, I would use those shits to fucking pierce my enemies.
Is there a way? No, there isn't. I was going to say, is there a way to make ivory? Like, to develop it?
Yeah, you breed elephants.
Outside of that?
No. You're dead.
Yeah, what? Jesus. God. Sorry, guys.
That's copyright. No.
That was 9 of the coolest concert venues in the world. Probably one of them will be Red Rocks. Because I've been there.
Because you've been there. That's why.
Because I've been there. I don't know. I don't know what other animals are there. Oh, would you like to eat off your mate's head?
No.
Yeah, because you don't have mates.
But since I'm the male, I would have my head eaten.
No, but you're an oyster.
Wait, what?
You turn into a female just last second. They turn into a male for some reason. And
Wrecked. Outplayed.
No, yeah, so it's like, hey, I'm thinking maybe we could do something, a little different. And then they turn into a male, and then you're like, ha! Female.
Wait, what if, like how geckos? See,
how does that work?
That reminds me, like, how gecko, there's like a certain breed of like, not gecko, I think it's like a lizard, but like if you can bite off their limbs and they grow back.
Right.
So that would be useful in that circumstance, except that would be your head. But imagine, you get the arm in there. See, that would be so nice if your arms could literally like fall off and there'd be no issues. I'd be that's something I would be happy about. Because I would so, like, chop off my arm or my hand and be like, I've got to hand it to you. And I would do it for the puns. It's almost one of the... It's like, if I ever had an
what was that thing in Arrested Development? And that's why you never... Something. I ruined it. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, I have an awesome one.
What?
Body hair, like Angorra rabbit fur.
Of course, I know what that is, so... Yes.
You don't know?
No, of course I know what it is.
Yes, it's so cool. I would love it. What did they call it? It's wool, right?
Wool. It's a wool.
Angorra wool.
It's wool.
Wow.
Would you like some wool?
Hey guys, even if you're driving right now, pull your phone out and look up AXOLO.
We're not liable for any crashes that happen.
Axle, unless it's a Tesla.
We advise strongly against
Teslas.
No, against what's it called? Taking your phone out while driving.
Nico, you're so fucking boring. Axolotl.
Look at this big boy.
Axolotl.
This is an absolute unit over here.
What the fuck is that?
It's a sheep. Look up wool.
Look up wool and you'll find a
I
giant
just heard
sheep.
that sheep sound.
I would love to be a sheep herder, although apparently it's very hard.
Yeah.
I think it's not so...
From what I've done.
What I've read is that it's not so hard to do the sheep herding part. I mean, it's not easy, but it's work, right? But you put your hands in and you get it done, The hard part is knowing all sorts of shit, like knowing when the weather is going to be here and the soil, the ground, and this and all that shit.
And splitting the water, I mean, it's hard for a shepherd to do,
It's straight up hard. Straight up hard. Oh, but sheep get eaten by coyotes, right? And some places, coyotes come in packs of 7 to 9. And they'll come in and they'll eat your sheep. And the sheep make milk. And that milk can turn into cheese. And if you don't have an AR-15, You can't kill those coyotes and they'll eat your sheep. And that's why some people need AR-15s.
Upgrade that shit to a minigun.
Get some. Get some.
Coyotes ain't coming to my property anymore. They scared.
All that is from Bill Burr. Shout out. That was... I gotta show you that episode. No, you don't hear it, but it's such a fucking...
I don't even hear.
Oh, look up axolotl. AXOT.
No.
Oh, look at this cute thing.
What is it?
Look it up. I can't...
Oh, I've seen that before. That's
it's so cool.
It's that kind of lizard thing with the head protrusion.
It looks like a Pokemon. Or it's also called Mexican salamander.
Racist. What Mexican made you uncomfortable?
the mention of Mexican suddenly gave me a cramp.
Mexican. Ah! You hate to see it. You hate to see this kind of attitude.
Hey, this looks like our albino Mexican friend. See, we have an albino Mexican friend.
He's not albino.
He is, kind of.
He's just got very white skin.
Yeah, exactly.
He listens to the podcast. Told me the other day.
Hey, you. Are you listening? You look like an axolotl.
You look
like a Mexican salamander.
Watches like one last fan. Rip.
Damn it.
God.
A liger. Oh, a liger. It's a tiger.
Okay, yeah, we got off track. Okay,
go ahead. Oh, this is a cute animal thing. So.
Okay, so one more thing do you want to do? I think
blobfish.
What?
Go ahead.
I think one more thing. I think it's a really cool. You brought up swimming in water, so I'll go with the main thing that people would like. I think gills is something that a lot of people would like if they.
Yeah.
I think that's like an all around thing that it would change the world though, honestly, because
aren't there kids with gills? Oh no. They have the other thing.
Ever mentioned that to me? No, there's no kids with gills.
No, but they have like fins.
Webbed hands, you mean?
Yeah.
No, that's just like skin in between your fingers. Yeah, Timbo's got that.
No,
it's for dogs. Labrador Retrievers. A lot of swimming dogs. They like dogs that go in the water, like a Newfoundland. What is it? The Newfoundland dog.
I thought there were children with fins.
No, okay.
I mean,
children. Yeah, the Newfoundland.
No, they're like in some.
Dude, these big boys. Look up some Newfoundland dogs. Those are big boys. Actually, Leonbergers are also big boys.
Leonbergers?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Leonberger. These are some majestic ass big boys.
That's not how you spell it.
What?
Shut up. Isn't that the dog from that one, or is that a Saint Bernard? What's that one movie? Oh, fuck, I can't remember the movie. But if you guys,
it's not a Leonberger.
If you guys look up, the dog, you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, I get what you're saying, Guigo. It's like that one movie, and you won't be able to. Oh, I forgot where. You're killing me, Smalls. I forgot where that was from, and I was still saying it.
Oh, you mean Beethoven?
Beethoven, exactly.
That's a Saint Bernard, dummy.
Oh, I thought so. Boom.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go back to gills. So
gills. Yeah, I would totally not have gills.
What?
You know why? Because I'm not a pussy. I would
prefer to drown.
I'd rather take. No. What are those flying fish? No, I'd be a dolphin. I'd fucking take a giant deep breath and just be like, whoop.
You want a blowhole?
I already have a blowhole, but then I'd want a blowhole on the top of my head.
I would shove a knife in it.
Or my back.
No, I was kidding.
Why? Jesus. Didn't you swim with dolphins once?
Yes, I did.
I didn't. I was having like a fucking fever that day. And
they didn't let him in with the dolphins.
Straight up.
They were like, we got some orcas over
if
here.
You guys ever took
size.
If you ever took not acid. What the fuck is it called? Not peyote. What's the other?
Choline.
No. What?
I don't know what acetylcholine.
No, acetylcholine is it's that. What the fuck is it called?
Oh, it's a compound that occurs throughout your nervous system.
Yeah, that thing. I had that. Oh, it's the thing that controls sleep. It kicks in
melatonin.
That controls sleep in another way.
Okay, I don't know what thing you're thinking.
No, but like caffeine like mimics it and like covers it up so it doesn't follow through. No, but not LSD. What is the other? Mescaline. If you've ever done mescaline, it makes everything brighter. That's the kind of fever I had. My brain was on fire and everything was brighter. That is a fucked up fever. And you were swimming in dolphins that day.
I was enjoying my
And I was like just sitting there and telling like,
yeah, but then I was misdiagnosed of strep throat, I was misdiagnosed of meningitis and had a needle in my spine.
And then you couldn't walk.
Yeah.
We had to like push you around. That sucked. Oh, and then I tried to get my fucking what's it called? Go-kart license.
They didn't let it because you were a bad driver.
No, they didn't let it because I was a dangerous driver.
Different.
I was an average. I wasn't that great, but I was an average. I would have been able to get my license if I pressed on the brakes, but I never did. And that's basically how I really am.
So, I think that
wrapping up.
I think that wraps up. So, I know we don't ever get any comments, but I do it anyway.
People, give me comments.
But
man.
If you guys, for this video, obviously, what are your reactions? Is there any of these traits that you think would be useful? If you really think poop scooping and running with miles is what you want to do,
excrement.
Excrement Scooby.
It's different.
I mean, yeah, you could be great at the zoo, but if you really think that's your thing, then bring it up. If you want to be running around the mountains where they come, like Paul Bunyan, you know where you can go. So, yeah. Comment.
You always say your thing's better. Yeah, comment, people. Tell us, tell us your cute little animals that make me go, oh my god, again, because that's the kind of thing I do.
Or don't, because I don't want to hear that.
Oh,
show ugly animals.
Yeah, like the blobfish. Look up blobfish.
Whoa.
Look at the fucking
blobfish is ugly.
Look up the blobfish.
It's got some qualities.
Oh wow. Yeah, maybe it has some qualities deep inside.
It's shiny.
It has deep inside qualities.
It's pretty shiny.
Right. Hey, I'm not the owner of beauty, okay? Just because I think a thing isn't beautiful doesn't mean it's not actually beautiful, okay?
I mean, it doesn't actually look as bad in the water. I think it looks worse on land.
Would you eat it?
I would fucking destroy it.
Would you eat it? It's kind of like a Jello, I would imagine. Like an egg Jello. Did you see the picture of Trump?
I didn't look. What did you look up?
Blobfish.
I looked up blobfish in water.
Oh.
See, that's what it looks like in water. If you look up blobfish in water, there's a few pictures. So yeah, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, it looks like an ugly fish. Like, fish don't really look that cute to me, to be honest.
It looks like a normal thing. It's a blob?
Yeah, but it looks like but that's the thing.
It looks like a sad man.
When you get on land.
He's like, oh man, here we are.
When you get that shit on. Okay, so yeah, we were wrapping up for a second there.
How's it going?
So, yeah, we're glad that we could show you guys, enlighten you guys on some animals.
Yes, enlighten. So,
if anything,
before the music kicks in, it's probably going to kick in right about now. So, come back next time, put your comments in, and hopefully the music is going to start. And then
you're going to have to kick it in.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can kick it in anytime. You're a fuck. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.